Hi, it's Agnes and Dashneet. This is your YouTube today. You asked the question, how do you stop stubborn old resentments that keep coming up? Now, something that I'm sure most of us are familiar with, and what can you do about it? Well, a few things. Firstly, it's remembering that you are in control of your mind. Your mind is not in control of you. Firstly, it's remembering that. And secondly, it's when a persistent resentment, especially about a person or a job or lack of money or a family member, when it keeps coming back over and over and over in your head, use the power of distraction. Okay, what do I mean by this? I mean that you do not keep indulging yourself and going over it and over it, because it's like a ball bouncing down the stairs. If you try and catch it when it bounces down from the first step to the third step, it's fairly easy to catch. But from step 3, it jumps to step 7, then to step 15. And then once it's gaining momentum, it's very hard to catch and slow it down. So catch it in the beginning, okay? Now, power of distraction. You can, one of the best ways I've found personally is to grab an affirmation and say it hundreds of times, and just basically you block that thing out and you don't go there. So if your resentment is my ex-partner doesn't contact me, which I know a lot of you have got going on at the moment, and you want to be with them, then saying, I am loved, I am wanted, I am secure, because then it doesn't involve them having to do anything to make you feel good, because remember, at the end of the day, it's you that makes you feel good, not them, whether they do or don't do anything. It's fully in your power and in your control. Then repeating that, I am loved, I am wanted, I am secure, then brings you back to feeling anchored and being present back in this moment. And therefore, the resentment does not have the ability to take root. Okay? Now, also, going to do something completely unrelated, go and get lost watching a movie, go and do anything with other people, so you're talking and you're listening and you're not stuck in your own head, so it gets you away from yourself. And other things like listening to a really fantastic YouTube, or reading a book that has got nothing to do with what you're obsessing about, okay? Instead of going into things and delving into them in further detail, doing the opposite. Instead of launching yourself forth, step back energetically and mentally, and then it releases its grip, okay? But defaulting back to old resentments is repeated, habitual, familiar thought patterns, and then they turn into beliefs, and then that turns into, obviously if you keep believing it, a resentment. And it's the ones where he did X to me, she did this to me, I'm hurt, I'm upset. But remember, 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 no one can do anything to you unless you have called it forth through your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that you have pushed out. So it's about rewinding and remembering they only acted out and mirrored what I had going on. So therefore, you get a better perspective on they hurt me or they did X to me, okay? Oh, I know this is a really good question, Dashneet, so I'm glad you brought it up. So I hope that helps, and I'm going to give you a Abraham Hicks beautiful YouTube that I use quite regularly called The Power of Now. It's just insanely brilliant. So I'm going to put it down in the description. And for those of you having resentments or angry or whatever you've got going on today, this will assist you with the power of distraction. Lots of love. See you soon.